Good morning. I'm multitasking and this is a terrible angle, but I'm spending quite a bit of time lately in my life trying to figure out how to do things that I feel like I should have already known, because I'm one of those people that I do absorb what's around me and I try to learn and I try to be better every single day. It dawned on me that if somebody doesn't teach you how to do the things that are expected of you, hold on, I'm trying to find another angle here as I get close. If somebody doesn't teach you how to do the things that you're expected to do, then you're essentially self-taught. Multitasking at its finest. It's laundry day for me over here. So, but the question that popped into my mind was, all right, it's a serious one. You work and likely have kids. And if you don't do those things, then you have other things that are filling your time. Okay, so I'm going to take a regular everyday person in my circle. Most of them work or are parents who stay home with their kids. Who are you outside of your job or parenthood? Those are the two things in our lives, I think, that command the most attention. And we might shape ourselves to do those things very, very, very well because they're our expertise, they're our profession. But work ethic gets you places, but I don't think it adequately grows the relationships in your life. Say you're doing a fantastic job at your work. It's possible, but I would also venture to say there are many people who do a fantastic job at work, but then come home and they're not doing a fantastic job in their home. And to me, even though it doesn't pay the bills, I would still say putting your best efforts into your relationships will be the most fruitful decision that you could make. But again, it doesn't pay the bills. So it's one of those things that probably doesn't come to mind as being a priority. But considering the fact that I'm a stay-at-home mom, I give a lot of thought to the fact that I sure put a lot of work in and I don't get a paycheck for it. And I don't complain because I'm serving my family and I'm serving the future by raising my kids in the best way that I know how. And my husband is a provider and he's a phenomenal provider. He gets up every day, he goes to work. He has faced serious health trials, and yet he still gets up and goes to work if he needs to. I mean, it's usually not a choice. It's just something that he does. And it's the same thing for me with motherhood. It's not a choice to wake up every day and manage the home and the family. But you know, my motivation certainly doesn't come from a paycheck because I'm not getting paid to do it. And so it just, you know, essentially it's very easy then to, hi, Junie girl, come here. It's very easy. Come on, pretty. She's a shy girl. My pup. It's very, very easy to pour yourself in to your role, whether it's work or parenthood, and then not really think of anything else, like who you are outside of that. And as I get to know my role as a Christian, service always comes to mind. And if I only serve my family, we're going to have a spoiled family on our hands, right? So then there needs to be a balance in service and raising a family then. So I think that was kind of where my mind was this morning. Who are you outside of your job? Who are you outside of parenthood? It doesn't mean that you should put less effort into those things and do them well. But what it does mean is at the end of the day, those moments that matter are the who you are once that's removed. When the day is done and you're home and you're tired, are you getting snappy with your family? When the day is done and it's bedtime and you've put the kids to bed and they want that extra drink of water or a little snack, what are you giving them? So I think what we can do with that is say, I'm called to work hard, but I'm also called to remain steady and get my strength from God, right? So if at the end of the day and my work is done and I'm feeling sort of ways that maybe don't project love, maybe something's out of balance. And maybe it's good to give some thought to seeking people in your life who will model healthy relational skills. Because you could work mindlessly all the time and you might not notice. And you could also pour yourself into parenthood and be fine and not notice. But there's a bigger picture at play. And we really aren't designed to be on a hamster wheel, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So it would serve you to give consideration to something broader than being a hard worker. So, like I said, we could look at it, either you have a career or your career in your ministry is at home without a paycheck. But ultimately, the values that you put in, that reveals your character. That reveals who you are. And your willingness to be generous, whether it's with your time or your money, that will share who you are and where your heart is. So those are things you might want to examine, and you might learn something about yourself. You might learn that maybe you're out of balance. Or you might learn, maybe I'm not doing this the wrong way, but I could maybe adjust a few things, you know? So I encourage you to give it some thought and have a great day.